Scientists have developed a groundbreaking AI model that diagnoses medical conditions just by looking at your tongue with an impressive 98% accuracy.
혀의 상태만 보고도 98%의 놀라운 정확도로 다양한 질환을 진단하고 예측하는 획기적인 의료 인공지능 모델이 개발됐습니다.
So I guess doing merong won't be rude anymore.
메롱, yeah.
Yeah, that won't be rude anymore.
So I understand this is based on Chinese medicine.
Which is very interesting, right? Because I guess it's a very traditional Chinese, in traditional Chinese medicine, they examine the tongue for signs of disease.
And even in Korea, in like traditional Korean medicine, Haniwon, they will sometimes look at your tongue and they'll say, oh, I think your liver is,
I've never.
yeah.
They're usually just sticking needles in my knee, so I've never had I've never had to show them my tongue. But yeah, that's interesting though. So to train this model, they fed it more than 5,000 images, and so they could identify tongue color and then the corresponding condition. So this was developed by researchers in Iraq and Australia. They worked on this together.
Okay.
So one of the co-authors of the study is a professor at the University of South Australia, said this technology will eventually be used for a smartphone app that can diagnose diabetes, stroke, anemia, asthma, liver, gallbladder problems, and even COVID-19 and other conditions.
Wow.
You'll just take a picture of your tongue with your phone.
That's amazing. I was going to say, what sort of illnesses or ailments can you check with this? 지금 이제 당뇨병 얘기해 주셨고요. 그러니까 빈혈 얘기도 하신 것 같고 이런 것들을 이 혀의 상태만 보고도 정확하게, 비교적 정확하게 진단할 수 있는 그런 AI 모델이 개발됐다고 합니다. This is groundbreaking, as we said before.
Yeah, it sure is. So something's groundbreaking. It's very innovative.
Yeah.
It's new. And it's also, the thing is, it's also likely to have an effect on how things are done in the future. So it kind of represents this big change.
그래요. groundbreaking 한 단어고요. 획기적인. And it's very impressive.
Yeah, something that's impressive. It really stands out because it's really good. And because it's so good, people respect it or admire it.
Yeah.
It can be, a person can be impressive, an invention, someone's performance, someone's work can be impressive.
Yeah, Banksy's artworks are always very impressive.
Very, yes.
impressive라는 건 굉장히 인상적이다, 대단하다라는 이런 감탄이 나올 정도의 것을 말해요. 그래서 지금 98%의 정확도를 기록했다고 하니까 이거 정말 와 대단하다 하는 생각이 들죠. It's very impressive.
You're very impressive.
Wow, so are you.
Thank you. So that's why I said I just wanted you to return the compliment.
Okay, here's the headline again. Scientists have developed a groundbreaking AI model that diagnoses medical conditions just by looking at your tongue with an impressive 98% accuracy. Moving on, this is our next headline.
New data from Statistics New Zealand shows that the country is witnessing its citizens depart in record numbers amid a spike in unemployment, interest rates remaining high, and slow economic growth.
뉴질랜드에서 실업률 급증과 높은 금리, 느린 경제 성장으로 인해 나라를 떠나는 국민들 숫자가 기록적으로 늘고 있다는 사실이 뉴질랜드 통계청 자료에 나타났습니다. I thought in the past, people wanted to go and live in New Zealand.
Well, that's a good thing because there still are people arriving. There's still new arrivals.
All
so
right.
net migration still remains at a fairly high level.
Still positive then.
Still positive,
okay.
right. So net migration in June was just over 73,000.
Okay.
So there were 128,000 odd new arrivals in the year until June. So we're talking about from January to June. That's the period we're talking about here. However, in that period, just over 80,000 Kiwi citizens, New Zealand citizens, left the country. So people are still coming in, but there's a lot of their own citizens leaving. And that's almost double the number seen leaving prior to the pandemic. So more people are leaving now. And another stat that kind of might jump out is 38% of these departing citizens were aged between 18 and 30. So it's a lot of young people are leaving. And a third of the people who left went to Australia.
Okay.
And Australia and New Zealand are a little bit, even though they're side by side, they're a little bit, they're rivals in some sense.
Yeah, exactly. technically they are different countries.
Yeah, oh no,
too.
they
Yeah.
are completely
Yeah.
different countries. And you know, people from I learned people from New Zealand don't like being called Australian, just like Canadians don't like being called American.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I learned that the hard way by asking someone, "Oh, are you Australian?" No. And the
did
guy
they
was
take
like,
offense?
"Oh," he was like, "No." He's like, "Do you like being called American?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "It's the same."
Oh,
And then we
okay.
just, you know,
Okay.
it was when I was traveling, you know, so it was interesting to learn that. Now, economists say the reason why so many people are leaving, a lot of people they're frustrated by the high cost of living, high interest rates, and fewer job opportunities. It's the same story in pretty much all Western countries right now.
그래요.
It's what happens when you lock people down and give a lot of money to people who aren't working. Interest rates now are going up, and immigration just keeps happening and happening in Western countries, and
Yeah.
it's starting to cause problems everywhere.
그래요. 뉴질랜드를 이제 빠져나가는 사람이 많다는 얘기로 시작을 하셨는데 지난 1월부터 6월까지 올 1월부터 6월까지의 뉴질랜드 통계청 데이터에 따르면은요. net immigrants라고 하셨던 것
Net
같아요.
migration. Net immigration. Sorry.
net immigration. net가 여기서는 순수 이런 뜻인데 우리 이제 경제학에서 쓰는 단어입니다. 그래서 순 이민자 수 net immigration이 7만 3천 명이었다고 해요. 이거 이제 입국자 수에다가 출국자 수를 뺀 그런 수치입니다. 그래서 전반적으로는 뭐 여전히 입국자가 더 많기는 하지만 그래도 예전에 비해서 상당히 많이 줄었어요. 1년 동안 한 13만 명이 떠났다고 합니다. 첫 번째 표현 볼게요. This is what New Zealand has witnessed.
So if a person witnesses something, you see it happen.
Yeah.
Well, you can use it as a verb and a noun too. So we'll talk a lot. You know, if you in legal contexts, people who come to trials a lot of time are witnesses. They
Yeah.
saw something happen, so they come and give their testimony. But if you use it this way, where you say a country witnessed something, obviously a country doesn't have eyes, but it means that it happened there.
Exactly.
You can also sometimes they'll talk about a year or a period of time, like the 1980s witnessed something, you know, something like that. They'll talk about a time period where you witness something.
Yeah. 자, 그러니까 witness라는 것 자체는요. 무언가를 목격했다라는 뜻이죠. 증인이 됐다. 그래서 사람한테만 쓸 것 같지만 그렇지 않습니다. 여기선 뉴질랜드가 이러이러한 현상을 지금 witness하고 있다라고 했는데 그것을 겪고 있다는 뜻입니다. 또 다른 예시로 조금 전에 레이 선생님이 예를 들자면은 18세기에는 이러이러한 일이 있었습니다. 이럴 때도 the 18th century witnessed 뭐뭐뭐 이렇게 표현할 수 있어요. 그때의 상황이나 이 나라를 의인화하는 거긴 한데 그런 일을 겪었다라는 의미로 보시면 됩니다.
I wonder what we're going to say the 2020s witnessed in the future.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and not a lot of good things, I don't
Yeah,
think.
like ailments, politics, I don't know, wars. Yeah, so many things. 그래요. 나중에 이제 진짜 먼 미래에 2020년대가 겪었던 것들 하면서 할 말이 많을 것 같습니다. 자, 그렇게 witness를 쓸 수 있고요. People departing in record numbers.
Departing means to leave. So you'll see that at the airport. You'll see departures. So it means to leave. So it means, and record numbers means more Kiwis. So we say Kiwis, meaning someone, an Australian, someone,
New Zealand
New
person,
Zealand,
yeah.
right? Are more Kiwis are leaving the country than ever before.
그래요. Depart는 떠난다라는 뜻이죠. 우리 공항에 가면은 departures and arrivals가 있습니다. 이제 출국장과 도착장이 될 텐데 depart in record numbers, 기록적인 수로 떠나다. 다시 한번 헤드라인 읽어보겠습니다. New data from Statistics New Zealand shows that the country is witnessing its citizens depart in record numbers amid a spike in unemployment, interest rates remaining high, and slow economic growth. Now here's our final headline.
One of China's space rockets has broken apart in low Earth orbit and created a debris cloud consisting of hundreds of pieces, according to multiple space debris tracking entities.
중국이 발사한 우주 로켓 중 하나가 저궤도에서 폭발하는 바람에 수백 개의 조각으로 이루어진 파편 구름이 형성됐다고 다수의 우주 물체 추적 기관이 밝혔습니다. What's going on here?
Well, China's state-owned Shanghai Spacecom Satellite Technology, SSST, it's the company's name that launched
okay.
it, but it's backed by the Chinese government, owned by the Chinese government. Launched 18 internet satellites into orbit on Tuesday, and this is just the first part of the Chinese government's effort to provide high-speed internet services to people around the world and rival SpaceX. That's the big thing. They're trying to compete with SpaceX. Now, several groups that monitor satellites and spacecraft traffic said that the Chinese rocket that broke apart created at least 700 pieces of debris, and this floating debris, which is known as space junk, could potentially harm spacecrafts or other satellites, even the International Space Station.
There's a lot of space junk floating around, right?
There is, right, and they've just made more. Now, experts aren't clear whether the body of the rocket broke up because did it crash into something, another object, or was there an explosion of unused rocket fuel? We don't know yet. But this isn't the first time that a Chinese rocket has broken apart in space and created all this debris. It happened in 2022, and there has been a lot of Western countries criticize China for this. And they've called on China to really establish better controls for how it retires its used rocket bodies. So, well, it's not a good situation.
지금 이제 파편이 뭐 10cm 이상 되는 좀 큰 파편도 있다고 하는데요. 이제 그런 거 말고 작은 파편까지 포함하면은 수백 개, 900개 이상의 파편이 이번에 발생했을 것이다. 이렇게 추정이 된답니다. 정확하게 알 수는 없지만 지금 이미 지구의 저 궤도에는 수만 개의 이런 파편들이 떠다니고 있다고 해요. 그래서 상당히 우려스러운데 그럼에도 불구하고 우주 경쟁은 계속되고 있어서 중국에서도 미국에서도 계속 이제 여러 우주 발사체를 저기 보내는 거죠. 근데 또 매번 성공을 하면 좋은데 성공하지 않고 이렇게 폭파할 경우에는 space debris, space junk, 우주 쓰레기가 많이 나온답니다. breaking apart라고 표현할 수도 있어요. Instead of saying exploding or
Separate
shattering.
into many
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
And usually it's because of a collision or an explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you could, drop a plate or a glass on the floor and it'll break apart as well, or hold an egg in your hand the wrong way and crush it, it'll break apart in your hand.
Oh, yep, I've done that before. break apart는 뭔가가 이제 쪼개지다, 분해되다 이런 뜻입니다. What about an entity?
Space debris tracking entities, probably the most confusing way to say companies that do that. It just means a company.
Okay.
So an entity is, if we talk about corporations, right? They're a legal entity, meaning that it has its own separate legal and financial existence.
Exactly.
That's why people make corporations so the owners aren't liable.
그래요. entity라는 단어는 원래 실체라는 뜻이지만 여기서는 기업이나 기관이라는 뜻입니다. 다시 한번 5번째 헤드라인 읽어볼게요. One of China's space rockets has broken apart in low Earth orbit and created a debris cloud consisting of hundreds of pieces, according to multiple space debris tracking entities. Well, that's it for the headlines.